and welcome to the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. My next guest consists of 4 band members: Ian Bourg on vocals and rhythm guitars, Jake Lowe on lead guitars, Damien DiGregoria on bass, and Austin Cauley on drums. Masquerade brings you the hits, such as The End of Everything, Crawl Out, Twisted Sanity, Casualty, and many others. During my interview with Masquerade, we will talk about their brand new single, Crawl Out, from their first album.
As world powers fall in the world that is them all, it didn't have to be this way. Our final days ahead.
The End of Everything, just out this year, 2025, and has been featured on hundreds of radio stations. And we will talk about their producer, Aron Deuce, of the award-winning albums Swan Songs.
Running away only brought you closer to doom.
This is Dean Vaughn from the Dean Vaughn Music Podcast Show. How's everyone doing tonight out there? We got the guys waiting in the waiting room, and I'm going to bring them out right now. I just have to make a few adjustments here. Hang on one second. All right. I want to welcome everyone to the show tonight. We have a all-star cast for you. We have Masquerade, and they're out in Greenville, South Carolina tonight. So we're going to ask them a few questions. Let's bring them in. I've got the bass player, I've got the singer, and the guitar player. Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up?
Hey. Hey, Ian Bourg, turn that phone sideways or whatever you got on there. Go landscape on that.
There we go.
Welcome to the show, guys. How is it going?
Beautiful. Doing great.
Good. Pretty good.
Excited. We got a third of the band here, 3/4 of the band here tonight. The drummer is not available right now, but I do have the singer, the bass player, and the guitar player, the meat of the band. So how are you guys doing today? Did you have a really fun day, or did you work? What was your day like? Worked.
Work, band, work and band.
I heard you
Long day of working.
Yeah.
I heard you putting together a light show over there.
Oh yeah. We have about at this point close to multi-$1,000 setup of lights, and we're hooking it up for the upcoming festivals.
Let me tell the audience, we got Masquerade with us tonight. They consist of 4 band members: Ian Bourg on vocals and rhythm guitars. We got Jake Lowe on the lead guitars, Damien DiGregoria, that's a tough one, on bass guitar, and Austin Cauley is on the drums. And I believe he's in there working on the light show tonight, I think you said.
Yes.
Each member has over 15 years of performance experience, dating back to their adolescence, which we're going to talk a little bit about tonight, growing up in music and when you got started. And you know, if you've ever watched the show, I go pretty deep into your musical career. So, and Masquerade will bring live hits such as The End of Everything tonight, and we are going to play Crawl Out. Well, that was written in 2024. And Twisted Sanity is that an album or a song, guys? Twisted Sanity.
That's a song. That's a song. Yeah.
And it looks like that's fairly new. 2025 that came out. And Casualty 2025 and Haunted 2025 as well. And now I don't have those songs on my radar tonight. I do have The End of Everything, and I do have Crawl Out. And we're going to be watching a couple videos tonight. So sit back and enjoy the show, everyone. And as you know, we have a lot of fun on the show, and I get to ask some really fun questions for the guys. to see how they got started in the music business. And we are going to be playing some songs. So one of the songs I have in the commercial, let's see, that's Crawl Out. I think the one you've been listening to on the commercial would have been this one.
Yeah, End of Everything.
The End of Everything. And so we're probably going to start off talking a little bit about when these songs were written, who wrote them, and is this the original Masquerade? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I think I'm going to start off down here with Jake, since I got you right in front of me. I got the other two guys in the studio just hanging out, and they're working on the light show, so they look a little sweaty over there, so we're going to leave them alone for a minute. But Jake, I'm going to bring you full screen real quick, and I want you to talk a little bit. I hope you're the right guy to pick on, because we're going to talk.
That's fine. I'm always getting picked on this group.
I'm going to pick on you a little bit tonight, okay?
He put me as the rhythm guitarist. I'm not the rhythm guitarist.
We put you as lead.
No, he said lead.
You said lead.
Oh, did he say lead? I thought he said rhythm.
Oh, that's
I was
a
like,
joke.
what?
Oh, Dean, we'll have to tell you that joke later. That's
well,
that's
you know, you guys.
hilarious.
Bad boys.
Are you guys bad boys out there?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
some
Bad
sunglasses.
boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
All right. I'm going to get that out of the way.
I need some sunglasses.
Can you guys hear that music?
Yeah.
I think that's loud enough. All right. So let's go back. Let's go back to Jake. Tell me a little bit about this song right now. When was it written? Give me the year. How did you meet these other two fine gentlemen over here that are
Fine
hanging out?
gentlemen, I don't know if I'd put it like that. More of a, but I met them after they've written the song pretty much. So I joined the band, adding like the solo to it. That's basically it. Ian and Damien and Austin already had the song written when I joined.
Okay, so now when did you join the band? After these songs were written?
It was in 2023. It was like the summer of 2023. I met these dudes off of this this app is like a musician app to help find bandmates. So it was like
It's like Bandmix, like bandmix.com.
yeah, my band like fell apart, so I was kind of looking for a new group of guys to play with, and they popped up, and I met up with them, and then ever since we all met up, it's just been really good chemistry, and we just been writing music since.
Well, Jake, take me back to when you grew up. What instruments do you play, and when did you start playing heavy metal, hard rock and roll?
I play guitar. I play a little bit of piano.
Oh, you're a keyboard player. Okay,
I'm a keyboard player.
There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I play a little Deep Purple myself. I like to play
Really?
Boston and Deep. I got an organ right back here. I got.
I'm probably not as good as you. I like to play around and make like cool effects and songs on the keyboard.
Oh, come on, Jake! Don't be humble on my show tonight. Now, come on. Tell the people how good you are.
I've been playing 25 years now.
Okay.
I just make a couple parts and songs and stuff with the keyboard. I'm mainly a guitar player though.
Now, when you were growing up, was your parents real supportive of your music career, and did you play in band in high school?
Oh God, yeah, I played in band in high school. I was a nerd back in high school.
So was I.
I played in a orchestra and stuff, marching band, but I really didn't enjoy it all that much. I was like really bad at the trumpet. That's why I played back then, and I actually kind of picked up guitar because I was like, man, I don't want to play in a marching band. I want to play a cool instrument. So or for me, I was like, oh, trumpet's lame. I don't like that. So I had a couple friends that played guitar, and I kind of jumped on the bus with them. I remember as a kid, I played like Guitar Hero, and like I always enjoyed the feeling of playing Guitar Hero. So I think eventually I was like, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to actually play guitar for real. So
what kind of guitar do you play?
Ibanez, mainly Ibanez is my favorite brand.
You know what? I got an Ibanez.
There we go. Awesome.
Hold on a second.
A man of class right here.
Well, no, you gotta know your guitars. I got my.
Here we go.
You gotta know. Your guitars,
yeah.
Here you go.
Got the
Ibanez.
got the Floyd Rose whammy bar.
Got the Floyd Rose and the whammy on there. Oh. And
I used to have whammy.
You can't beat the Floyd Rose bridge on that. And No, go on. Keep on talking. I'm just.
I used to have one with a whammy bar, but I learned kind of like there's a lot to take care of, and it wasn't quite my style. Felt like I was forcing the 80 Van Halen type of thing. So I just ended up just getting like a normal like 6 string. Got mine right here.
Well, I see a couple of nice guitars back there. Is that a Jackson back there?
No, Ibanez, and then there's a really just like kind of piece of crap one. It's an X Quartz, just my first guitar.
Is that the one you pound on stage and break it apart?
Hopefully not. Probably if I get drunk enough, maybe.
You get drunk enough? All right.
Yeah. But this one I'm probably gonna change the design. It's probably gonna be blacked out like the other two.
Okay.
Like, I like the idea of designing them. It's like just black guitar with a car vinyl design on top of it.
You can't go wrong with the Ibanez with the fast action, the low action on them.
I love it. It's
the feel.
It's so light. I love how light they are. It's very easy to play on.
Let me bounce over to the other guys. I want to kind of get a feel for when they started the band, how this whole thing got started. I think people want to know how far we go back. So let me bring in Ian. Are you there? Ian Bourg. And go ahead.
So I met Austin back in the drummer. Yeah, the drummer.
Okay.
That was back in 2016.
Oh, he's gracing us with his presence, Dean. Come on in. Grab
Is he
his
coming
seat.
in there,
We
the
got
drummer?
the drummer. There
We
we
got
are.
the drummer. Okay. So we got Ian.
Secret.
I had your names up here a minute ago. Where did you guys go?
I met him in community college.
Okay.
We were both majoring in engineering.
All right, people. So everybody, we got the entire band in on the show tonight, and the drummer decided to show up. So let's everyone give him a big round of applause. So let me remind you, we got Jake, who we just talked to, Jake Lowe on lead guitars, Damien DiGregoria on bass guitar. He's right there on your left there, or on my left. And Austin Cauley, he is on drums. He just showed up in the back there. He's been working on the light show from what I heard tonight. And why don't you jump on in there, see if you can get in between those guys and show the world your beautiful face back there. There you are.
There is.
And this is Austin Cauley. He's the drummer for Masquerade. How long you been playing drums?
About
Austin?
14 years.
Okay, 14 years. So you're not a youngster like me.
No.
You've been playing a while.
I've been playing drums for a hot minute.
That's cool. And how did you meet these guys, and who are the original members in the band?
That would be these guys right here. I met Ian in technical college, and Damien's been my best friend since we were about 12 or 11. You know, he lived across the street from me, and we actually both played drums at the same time.
Yeah,
I was just getting started. He'd already been playing, and then I started getting better than him, and he,
It's about what happened. Yeah. We both played drums growing up, and I started teaching this joker, and I was about here, he was about there. Then over the years, it just went boom, and he blew me out of the water.
He just
and
they,
smoked me. So he had always wanted to do the band, always do a band. I'm like, how are we going to do a band with 2 drummers? And he's like, oh, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. So finally I picked up bass, and then
so you went from drums to bass guitar?
Yep.
You know, I hear that story a lot. Bass players and drummers are kind of like linked together. I'm a musician. I play all the instruments. I'm a songwriter, singer. I was the lead singer for Danger back in the early 80s. I've recorded 3 records, and I've played with Van Halen, Guns N' Roses, and all the great bands back in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
So, I got to shake hands with some of the best musicians in the world. Slash, Axl. Well, I'll go with Slash first. But in my
yeah.
And we talk about, we were talking about marching band. Me and Tommy Lee were in the same marching band together.
No way. That's awesome.
He played tri-toms and I played snare drum. So that's so why cool. I always ask the bands, did you play in marching band or did you play in the high school band? And me and Tom were the only rockers in Royal Oak High School. We both graduated. Well, we almost graduated, and we got thrown out about 1981. So, but I always tell that story, and me and Tom go way, way back, and I could tell you stories. I should write a book, but I decided to be a podcast show host to help out the new talent that's coming up in the world that people need to hear, because the music scene has drastically changed since the mid 80s and 90s, and now we're coming back around to the good music again, the heavy metal, the rock and roll, the melodic, metal and all that shit. So, I'm here to talk to you guys and bring you up, and I'm going to be in 105 countries when this podcast show's said and done. So we're going to reach Germany, Bangladesh, India, Australia, Finland, and you name it. So your faces are going to be seen all over the world. So this is not some small podcast show. So I want you guys to know, be on your best behavior tonight.
That's a strong ass, Dean.
We're going to try.
But you guys are bad to the bone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bad to the bone.
You got to keep a little spice in it, keep it interesting.
Now, I want to go back to you, Damien. Now, I didn't really grill you too much. When did you get started? Take me all the way back. And what instruments do you really play? And what part do you play in this band? Do you do the recording, engineering, all that stuff?
So I started playing drums. Well, I was probably like 9 or 10. And I got into band. I was in band too. I did marching band. I did bass drum in marching band, actually.
Nice. You the big old drum?
Yeah, the main reason I never switched is we had a bass line, and we were all pretty tight, so no one ever wanted to leave. But yeah, so then I met him, and I started teaching him drums, and then he surpassed me. And then in early college, he kept just band, make a band. And I'm like, there's no way. So finally we get to like senior year of college.
Right.
And we go see this show. Okay. It's a big headliner band that we all like. We all will love this band. And we go see the show, and there's an opener. And to say the least, the opener was freaking terrible. It was one of the worst. It was bad. And then so we get done with the show, and it was all three of us. We all went, and I was watching all the musicians and stuff, and I sit there, I'm like, dude, this band's essentially crap, and is opening for one of our favorite bands. And they're like, yeah. I was like, we could do this. And he's like, well, you would have to play bass. And I'm like, okay. So I said, fuck it, we're doing it. And so we started making the band. I never touched a bass in my life. He has 10 plus years on guitar. He has 10 years plus on drums. I'd never touched a bass. So I had a lot of catching up to do. So what I did is actually I practiced bass for a year straight, about what? Like 6, 7, 8 hours a day. Every day.
We essentially bullied him into getting good.
And
you're good, you can't play with us.
I definitely bullied him.
Yeah, they bullied me into getting good. So over a span of a year, every day I played bass for about 6, 7 hours until I got to the point where it's funny, because I'll talk to other bassists, like when we go to shows and stuff, and they'll assume at this point I've played for years, and I'm actually, and they'll be like, oh, how long you played? Like 8, 9, 10 years. I'm like, man, I've played for 1.5 years, man. That's about it.
Oh, yeah. Kind of genius shit going on there, man, to pick up the instrument that fast.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the band, I guess what I do, to answer your second part of the question, is I do most of the marketing. Basically, I do all the marketing, all the ads. I run most of the social medias.
Okay.
And as far as writing, I think we all do writing in this band. That is one thing I like about Masquerade, is I think everyone writes.
You collaborate together.
Yeah, I think certain songs, certain members have more influence than others, but we all, on every song, like even Jake, when he joined us and we had already written into everything, Jake wrote the whole solo for that song. So he didn't just not do anything. Jake wrote the solo.
Okay. So nice work, Jake.
Okay, let me bounce over to Ian real quick. Ian, tell me, growing up, how long you been playing guitar? I think you told me, and you could take me all the way back to your childhood. Go ahead.
I actually started with violin in middle school.
Nice.
But I was not a fan of violin. I really was bad at bowing. And eventually I picked up guitar in high school, and I really liked it. I learned my first power chord, and that just changed my life. I was like, oh, wait, this is actually easy.
Well, yeah, because it's the same bar chord all the way through the guitar.
I can play everything now.
Yeah. Did you ever learn Smoke on the Water? I always ask that question.
I think I learned that even... I would like mess around on a guitar as a kid, even like as like an 8-year-old or something. I think I could play Smoke on the Water, kind of.
Well, it's like three chords, bum, 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 bum. I was watching 2.5 Men, and this kid went crazy on Smoke on the Water,
The other thing I knew was Brain Stew by Green Day.
Nice. It's a tough one, no? So tell me, okay, so are you the only guitar player? Who else? Okay, you got how many guitars on stage?
Jake.
Okay, so it's Jake, 2 guitars.
And then me.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So do you guys do melodic harmonies on lead guitar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yes.
I asked that, and some bands saying, "Oh, we haven't quite got there yet." I'm like, "What do you mean you haven't got there yet?" I mean, that's why you have more than one guitar player, so you can do like the Scorpions and Judas Priest and AC.
Oh, yeah.
So you bring.
We try not to do too much of it because sometimes we can be going overboard.
You guys add it every song.
Every song, we're like, "Hey, we should do a harmony here." I don't know.
Yeah, literally.
Never done that before.
Written has a harmony except one.
So tell me a little bit about your music, guys. Now, how many albums do you have out in songs? I looked at your Spotify a little bit today. We're going to play a couple videos here in a few minutes. And so what songs are you pushing right now in the albums right now? And tell me how it's going.
So the album, we've just had a lot of early success of Crawl Out and End of Everything. And our album, The End of Everything, that's the album name, ironically, will be our debut album, actually, this one. And it's just the 2 teasers we released, which was Crawl Out and End of Everything, had a lot of early success.
Okay.
So, but this is our first baby. The next song we're going to push is Twisted Sanity. So the ones we sent you, we have done and recorded. We're kind of just slowly dropping singles until the album release date, which is in August.
Okay.
Roughly.
Okay. Gotcha. Now I have a couple links queued up for you guys. The End of Everything, and then I have Crawl Out. The End of Everything is the one I've been playing. And do you guys mind if I play the video for the audience?
Yeah, the lyric video? Absolutely.
Is it a lyric video? The End of Everything?
Oh, yeah. We don't. Yeah, our music videos aren't recorded yet. But it's a lyric video. If you're welcome to play it.
And what about Crawl Out?
We do not have a video for that yet either.
No, I pulled these off your YouTube, I thought. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's just the music.
Okay, let me check something out real quick. Hang on. Okay, it's a lyric video. Gotcha. Well, I'm going to play it anyway. And, give everyone a break. Go get a beer. Listen to some music. I'm going to go ahead and crank it up. So if you got a bitchin' stereo at home, I want you guys to crank it up back there. I got Masquerade with me. And The End of Everything, which is a song they wrote, and they have a lyric video out. You can get it on YouTube. You can get their music on Spotify. But I'm going to play that right now. Let me go ahead and share it, guys. Give me 1 second. And your voices are live, so if you talk, you will go right over the video. So I keep everyone live. I don't mute anybody on the show. So you can scream and yell. Here we go. Let's crank it up.
You're just in time to see the planets
because that song kicks ass.
So that song's my baby.
That guitar work, guys, is pretty fucking awesome. I just have to say. And
Thank
now
you.
I did hear some of the harmonies on that and the fast strumming. That's just some incredible guitar work there. Is there 2 or 3 guitar players going on at the same time right there?
Just 2.
Just 2. It just sounds like a whole freaking army of guitars, man, right there. Just sounds bitchin'. You know, I think you guys did an incredible job on that. But anyway, I just want people to know these guys kick ass. You got to come out. Got to come out and see these guys. So tell me a little bit more about the band, and I'm going to start it back on with Jake down there. Jake, tell me where you guys headed, and are you going to be coming out with another album? And you guys just got signed, is that correct? By a record
Yes.
company? Okay.
Yes, we did. Rock Rage.
Rock Rage.
It's Current Call Records and Rock Rage Radio.
Gotcha.
But, we'll be doing a couple festivals here and there. We're going to be going to Georgia, Columbus, Georgia, and it's going to be, I think, in May 25th. And then we've got another one coming. I can't remember the exact date. I think it's the 20th of June. Is that right, Damien?
Yeah.
That's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. And we'll probably be doing a couple festivals here and there. We're looking right now to get on a couple more big shows. So we might be doing a couple local shows around town pretty soon too. And that's about it. We're just busy with that.
So how do you feel things are going for the band? You got this light show you're getting ready. Are you guys getting ready to do some tours or some gigs right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John. Oh, sorry. My bad, Jake.
The lights are pretty complicated. That's an Ian thing right there. So I don't know how the lights work at all. He's the smart one in the band.
Well, tell me about your live show. Is there like a lot of action going on? It sounds to me like you guys are into the light show, and is there like bombs, smoke going off? I mean, what's your show like? Give the people an idea.
So
got fog machines, lights. Damien, want to give him it?
Yeah, exactly. Except the
he knows it probably the best on all the choreography stuff.
Yeah, so the show when we started playing early, because with the online success was great, but with live shows, what we saw was it's the same thing over and over. People just get up on stage and play it and leave, which is fine. But what that does is it doesn't attract the audience or people after the show. They may leave the show and say, "Oh, they were good." That's the end of it. So we had the idea: if we create this bitching, insane live show that people haven't seen before, where shit just goes crazy, people will leave going, "Holy shit, those motherfuckers, I want to see them again." So we're actually doing a brand new one that we've organized. We have about, like I said, thousands of dollars in lights, fog machines. We were getting flamethrowers. However, most of the venue,
Great White burn the stage down, man.
Most of the venue owners and festival owners, when I was talking to them doing the booking, and John, they weren't too happy with those, so we had to let go of the flamethrowers. But between the choreography, the light design, the banners, we have stuff that's actually planned to go into the audience too, which will be pretty cool when we get that done. It's going to be something. And what Jake was saying is before we kick this off, because where we're from, we know a bunch of the venue owners around here. So some of these venue owners, such as I'll shout out Mick Minshew from Ground Zero, awesome guy.
Okay.
He, and along with Tribble, who owns Tribbles, which is another venue, they're nice enough to let us play at their venue and test this bad boy out before we take it on the road. So
very cool, very cool. So your live show is pretty exciting, sounds like, and you definitely want people to come out and see you guys play. And people, they want to go see an exciting show and a great band. And you guys definitely have the raw talent, to get it done. I was reading your bio right now. It says drawing influences from iconic bands such as Tool, Avenged, Sevenfold, Megadeth, and Slayer. And it says Masquerade strikes a balance between the timeless spirit of metal and forward-thinking approach that sets them apart in the genre. and their ability to merge classic elements with modern edge creates a distinct sonic identity that resonates with audiences craving the authenticity and excitement. Oh, holy shit, who wrote that? the drummer of all people, right?
Yeah, I know.
Guy with the clickety clackety sticks.
So if you guys had to play with somebody on stage, and who would it be? If you had to pick two bands,
Man.
You know,
we have one. We have one. Jake,
we know one for sure.
I'm going to go for
sure.
each person's.
I know who I'm thinking already.
This question's for each one of you.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So I'm going to start off with Damien. Okay. Who would you like to play with? If you had to be on stage,
or am I? Do I need to pick a different one? Jake.
You're all probably going to pick the same one, probably.
Just say what you want. Say what you feel, bro.
Ronnie Radnicki, Falling in Reverse.
Okay. All right. And the drummer, who would you want to play with out there? Austin.
Oh, there's so many options.
Cool. I always hear Metallica.
I wouldn't mind Tool or Metallica.
That'd be a fucking awesome concert. You know, Tool, I saw his winery up there in, where is it at? It's up in Arizona. It's really beautiful. And okay, so over to you. Where we got Ian Bourg. Who would you like to play with on stage if you had the opportunity?
Probably Megadeth.
Megadeth.
Either that or My Chemical Romance.
Oh, there you go. That would be a good show, actually. You guys are definitely in line with that heavy Megadeth sound, you know. And did I ask Damien? Did you answer?
You did. Jake is who you're missing.
Jake, did you answer yet?
Well, he said the one I said, but if I could choose a band from a certain time, I'd probably do Avenged Sevenfold when they were first coming out. That would be so sick.
That would be awesome. You guys think you could handle it being on stage with them?
It'd be run for our money for sure.
That would be freaking pretty awesome. Now you guys have Crawl Out, which is another video that I saw on YouTube. And when was that song written, Crawl Out? I know it's on my bio, but who wants to talk about the writing of that song? How it all came about?
Well, I actually wrote the original lyrics back in my senior year of high school, and it was a different song entirely.
Okay.
I mean, the lyrics I wrote are not the lyrics that are in that song.
Hang on. Sorry about that. I'm queuing up the video for the audience. Go ahead. Finish up.
Yeah, the lyrics I wrote are not the lyrics that are in the song. And Damien wrote the bass line. You know, he organized the whole song pretty much. And he said, we need lyrics for it. So I was sending him some of my old lyrics that I wrote. And he said, oh my God, this one fits perfectly with the song. And I said, all right, cool. You know, what I did's finally going to come to fruition. And then they kept the chorus.
Yeah, we basically just took the hook.
Yeah, we took his hook and we trashed the rest, and he's bitter about it.
I'm eternally bitter about them just throwing my lyrics into the wind.
Yeah, Crawl Out. Funny story about that one. Like I told you earlier, when I was first learning bass and they bullied me for it, I actually made that bass riff and they bullied me and bullied me and bullied me. Then finally I got it to where I'm like, this sounds good. And I sent it to him and then we just rolled from there.
Well, let's play it for the audience. This is going to be a music video. So if you're sitting back and having a drink or having dinner, whatever, relax and watch this song and crank it up. Guys, I'm going to play it right now. Give me 1 second. All right. And let's crank it up. Let's see. I'll make sure I got the right buttons clicked here.
These days always feel
Song's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
Let's crank it up. Holy shit.
Let me go, let me go, and see through the lies. Let me go, with eyes open for the first time. Let me go, without truth I'll never be free. Inside the sleep machine, the lies we live are eternal dreams.
Very nice. Very nice. Guys, that song kicks ass. The lead vocals, Ian, are awesome on that.
Thank you.
You. How long have you been singing?
Honestly, probably only like 4 years or something.
Yeah, but you got a great voice.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot about that.
Yeah,
No, tell me, were you one of those that sang in the shower when you were like real young, or did you know you were going to be a singer one day?
No,
How did that all come about?
I just started singing in my car. A lot of times I would commute like 3 hours or something on the weekends.
You just rocking out in the car and you go, shit, I can sing? Is that what happened?
It just progressively got better, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were, so for a good while it was just us three, and
Right.
we didn't have a singer. We searched for a singer
Hard to
for
find.
almost a year. Almost a
Right.
year we searched for a singer
With him in the band.
And
Wait a
then
minute.
one day
Wait, you were in the band, but you weren't singing? You were in
He
the band?
didn't tell us.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
never
come
told
on.
us.
Yeah, and then one day we were just, jamming out, playing around, and we go to play Seek and Destroy by Metallica. And Ian just steps up to the microphone and starts singing Seek and Destroy while we're playing it. And when we're done, Damien and I just are all like flabbergasted. Like, where the hell has that been for the past year?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we looked for a singer for a year before starting the band.
Sometimes, and I'm telling you this story because if you know the story of Def Leppard, the singer auditioned as a guitar player and became the singer.
Shit. Did not know that.
Yeah. He wasn't. They were looking for a singer. They auditioned a guitar player and became the singer. But I kind of know the story a little bit. But kind of sounds to me like you came in the band. What is it as a guitar player? Correct?
Yeah.
And you just started singing fucking Metallica. Good job.
Well, he actually did the solo on that one too. He's not just lead vocalist. He does a bit of lead guitar himself. It's not just
he
me
can
like
play Kirk's part and James's part at the same time.
He's pretty talented.
Very talented.
Played. Yeah.
That is bad to the bone, guys. I mean, that is bad. That's fucking bad to the bone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
You guys are on your way. Curtain Call Records. I've done like 40 or 50 of these podcast shows now, and all equally talented. Some better than others, but all of you have a unique sound, and there's a place for everyone in the music business. Nobody has to be like everyone else. And do you guys feel like you have a niche in the music, sound? opposed to, all the other bands you play with? Do you think you guys have a niche sound that
I
is
think
unique?
we're learning as we go along. I think more and more songs we put out, we're getting better at being like, all right, do this, don't do that. I think we're figuring out the formula for what we are. I think we have still time to really like see what exactly comes of the band.
But you have all these influences, but at the same time, you're still your own
I think we
artist.
all know. I think we all know what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to basically, we want to stay in metal, but one thing we all four agreed on was we're not going to get set in a subgenre. No one's going to make us stay in this one little bubble. If we write something and it's more thrash, or if we write something and it's more metalcore, then fine, we're going to do it. We're going to go that direction with it, because if it sounds better, play it. Because a lot of people, we feel like, get way too set, and like, for example, we're a thrash metal band. We only play thrash. And nowadays, it just doesn't, I mean, if you write something good, play it. Don't get so set in a subgenre.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree 100%. If you had to talk to a new, somebody who was getting into guitar, a young kid, or even an adult, and they decided they want to, start writing music, what advice would you give them as songwriters and collaborators yourselves? And
find some friends.
Find some friends and play.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the best way.
So basically, don't hide in your bedroom and play your guitar. Go out and play it. Go out and share
There's
it.
a lot of people that like to share it, and it's really cool having there people there to tell you if you're doing something dumb or not.
Right. But don't be afraid to get out there and play. Don't be afraid to get out and play some music. Like you said, grab your friends and go into the garage. I remember I spent many, many years in the garage and playing music with my friends. And some of them, went all the way. They played all the way. And I used to go and watch Tom play in his garage when Tom was playing.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I mean,
Go ahead.
It's like a competition too, in our band. It's like, I wrote the best song. No, I wrote the best song. It's always that form of like,
and that's what we do to keep it
guy.
healthy. Yeah, healthy competition, and that's the other thing. And I guess being new, I think one of our turnoffs starting out was probably creating a fan base, because you're not. Everyone thinks you're going to come out the gate and boom, there it is. And that's not how it works. I mean, you have to stay with it. And a lot of people, I feel like, get discouraged, or they'll do the opposite. They'll start cranking out slop just to try to get more views. And then, I mean, it may work short term, but long term, it's not going to.
I agree 100% with that comment. Quality before quantity, quality music, putting all your heart into it and just being the best you possibly can. And, your fans are going to come anyway. The people are going to listen to you, and they're going to like you, and they're going to follow you. That's just going to happen automatically. But I think if you're getting into this business for the fans, or you're getting in this business to get girls, probably the wrong thing to do. If you're a true talented musician, you're going to write the best music you can write. And especially if you got a formula, right? You got your friends together in the same room that are collaborating on the same level as you are. And when you're done with the recording and the publishing and all that, and you go, everyone sits there and goes, that song is exactly how we wanted to write it. That song came out exactly like we wanted it to sound. That is the ultimate gift, right? When you're a songwriter. And I'm the same way. And I've written songs where I'm like, that sucked, and I'll go back and I'll write something else. But I'm very critical, and I'm sure you guys are critical of your own stuff too. And as talented as talented players, that's just built in to us. That's why we are perfectionists. We want to be good at it. Now, I wanted to get to this portion of the show where people can call in and talk to the band. And hopefully we passed out the phone number. I have the screen up on right now. Let me just get out of the way of my chair here. Okay. The phone number is 702-9. Hold on. The phone number is 669-444-9171. And that phone number is in the +1 country code 669-444-9171. And the secret code to get in, they're going to ask you for a meeting ID. It's 702-927-2226. That's 702-927-2226. And call in and talk to the guys. I'm sure they want to talk to you. If you saw them play or you bought their albums and downloaded their music and you want to ask them how they create music, this is a good time to call in and talk to the band. And they're in the studio right now. They're working on all their stage gear right now, their light show. They got Austin back there working on the light show, and Damien's there. And come in and talk to the band now. So give a phone call. 1+1 669 444 9171, and 702 is the secret code, 702-927-2226. All right, guys. So where are we going next? You guys got any gigs that you want to promote right now for the audience to let them know where you're playing?
The only one that's set in stone right now is the one that Jake mentioned in Columbus. We're going to be opening a festival for Rehab. So we'll be there with a couple other guys. Defiant, they're a group that kind of goes around with us. It'll be us, them, and Rehab in Columbus, Ohio. The rest of the shows are kind of on the table. If we book everything we think we're going to book,
right,
it's going to be slam packed. So
you guys going to get busy in 2025? Are you going to be playing a lot of shows?
Oh, we're going to be playing a lot of shows. I just got to see which ones fall through, which ones don't. But starting and we're finishing up recording the last few songs in April and early May, and then late May is when we're really going to start taking off with show.
Right after my birthday in April. There you go.
Yeah, but we got recording March, April, and May. Then after that one with Rehab, that's when we're probably going to announce the 50,000 more that we're probably going to have.
So did things really change when you got signed with Curtain Call Records and you're on Rock Rage Radio? Did you see a change in your go ahead.
With people yeah.
Response,
as far as one of the best things I think Curtain Call did for us, and I mean, I know they do a lot of other things, but hands down, one of the best things we had with Curtain Call was the teaching how to reach out to venues and booking. Because before we would try to book this, we would try to book that. It was denied. And these were at the very early stages too, though. And with Curtain Call, they really sat us down and showed us the proper booking process. This is how you do it. This is how you get responses. This is how you actually get into these places you want to get into. It was a lot like someone opening a door almost for us, where they opened the door, gave us the tools, and said, do what you want with it.
Well, it's nice when you have a little bit of help, especially in this extremely competitive business we're in, a music business, and we're just a speck of sand, in the world of music, and we need all the help we can get. And Curtain Call Records is just one more arm for you to reach out and grab your audience, right? And I really wish you guys the best, and I hope that your music career is all that you want it to be. And you're young. I've been playing music for over 45 years. My first record was in 1979. And wow. you guys have a long way to go. You'll be playing music probably till the day you die.
Yeah, we're gonna be like the Rolling Stones, basically.
You'll have an oxygen tank on your back, and you'll be
basically.
But like Aerosmith and some of the greats, just to sustain the business for 40, 50, or 3-4 decades.
Tough work.
It's amazing that some of these bands are still playing and they're still alive. They're out here in Vegas. They always end up in Vegas. And we got Motley Crue's playing out here. They got a residency in Vegas right now. And I'm probably going to go out and see Tom play and watch Vince stumble across the stage and try to sing. But it should be it should be a lot of fun. We'll just bring him out a dozen of hamburgers. He'll be happy. But, I want to go see Motley Crue. They put on a good show. I told Tom a long time ago, I go, and I was singing for Aftershock back in the early 80s. And then I was the lead singer for Danger. And then I got in another band called No Stranger. In fact, the singer for No Stranger is on our chat thread tonight. His name's Tom Hardy. and he's the lead singer. And we had Timothy Gaines, who's the Striper bass player. He was our bass player for about 3 years or so. And we had a phenomenal drummer. And by the way, Austin, great drumming on that last recording I heard. You did an amazing job on the drums on that. You're a fantastic drummer. I'll tell you that.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, yeah, you could beat those fucking Skins, let me tell you. But, you guys are very talented musicians. I hope you keep going. And I'm probably going to head towards wrapping up. I am going to put all your links at the bottom of the podcast show so people can click and find all your stuff. And I will do another post-production on this, and that's when it goes out to all the different countries. So tonight's the live show. And then after tonight, tomorrow, I'll put it back in the editing room and I'll clean it up, get rid of all the mistakes and all the funny stuff. And then I'm going to put it back out again with your real videos and your real songs. And there's going to be about 105 countries will pick it up. After I launch that, it'll be on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora.
We definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I want to help you guys all I can. And you guys are going to do it all by yourselves with a little help from Curtain Call Records. And of course, your fans. And I was kind of hoping somebody would call in tonight. It's been kind of a test for me to put out the phone number. I know it's a Thursday night. People work all day. They get home. But I probably need to share that phone number a little bit more. I try to get about 2 weeks advertising in before these podcast shows hit. I've got one show every Thursday night at 6:00 Pacific Standard Time. And I have the next 2 shows I already have on scheduled on the table. And I start advertising early. So if you guys want to come back on the show, you get your tour all set up, just give Curtain Call and tell them you want to come back on the Dean Vaughn Music podcast show. And we'll talk about your tour and any new songs you got out. And we'll get people to go buy your album and start watching, all your shows.
Yeah,
So
when
you
we
guys
drop the album, we would love to come back on if you would have us, Dean.
Absolutely, man. Let me know, and I'll put you back on the show. I tell all the bands that, you guys get something really cooking. And right now it's early for you guys, but I see a bright future ahead down the road for you guys. Just keep playing. Just keep playing, and book shows, where you're so tired you can't even play anymore. And I told Poison that I was Poison opened up for me back in the mid '80s, and I told Bret Michaels, he said, what do you do to make it in this business? I said, play, and don't ever say no to anything. If somebody wants to put you on stage, you may not make a lot of money, but play the gig, promote yourselves, bring all your fans, and start building. That's what Van Halen did. They had so many damn fans that they just caved in the roof of a Hollywood club, and the record companies had to sign them because they had so many damn fans. When Van Halen started, that don't happen much anymore, but you play and you build your fan base, and you get your songs on the radio, like Rock Rage Radio, and you got 500,000 listeners on that radio channel.
Yeah, that's been super helpful as well. Kevin doing that for us. Yeah.
And you just keep doing it. You can't do enough of it. Shows, writing songs, doing albums. Do you guys plan on doing any vinyl? That's kind of coming back a little bit. You got any vinyl going on?
When we finish this album, probably.
You got to do some vinyl, man. It's like
that would be sick.
They got the
I'd love to have a
fluorescent
big
green
red vinyl.
Yeah.
They got the 45 gauge fluorescent green vinyl now. They got these
do vinyl.
I want to do vinyl too. I want to do some. I have singles out back in the 80s, but I want to do a brand new vinyl album. Wouldn't that be bitching?
Yeah.
That would be cool. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I want to thank you guys for doing the show tonight. It's been a pleasure.
No,
thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And good luck with the live thing. And Austin, put that light show together, man. You guys got a killer thing going on.
Yeah, Austin.
Don't work them too hard, guys.
We'll try not to. We'll try not to.
You guys are a lot of fun. So I'm going to play an outro video, and I want to thank you, and good night. Got it. Here we go.